All right, here we go. 2017 Dodge Ram 1500 5.7 liter with the 6-speed transmission. We're going to replace that oil pan, and I'm going to show you how. Let's get it. List of stuff you need. Obviously, the nice new replacement pan, drain plug that makes your transmission job the next time very easy. You want some high temp silicone. You want a good ratchet, PB blaster, a razor blade, and all that good stuff's in here for scraping off the old gasket. And obviously you're going to want a socket set of some kind. You're not going to need to lift the vehicle if it's a 4x4, but if it's a 2-wheel drive you will, so all the stuff that goes with that. Jack stand, you know what it is. Brake clean or brake clean equivalent. I got throttle body clean, it's just what I happen to have. And you also need some kind of catch pan and 8 liters of new ATF. Now this one is the full synthetic, so don't get that mixed up. Guys at the parts store will know what you need. Alright, you may be wondering, now Nate, this is a 2017, why would you be replacing the transmission oil pan already? Well, that's why. Rusted almost completely through. Starting to drip. This is the work truck. So obviously I don't want to be stranded, nobody wants to be stranded, and I don't mind helping out and saving a little money. But look how bad that is. Like, I don't know what you're doing over there, Dodge, but you got to do better than that. That might last forever in California, but 7 years in Nova Scotia is all this one lasted. Anyway, right into your next step. You just want to go ahead and soak all of your 8mm bolts with penetrating fluid and let it sit. Can't stress that enough. Alright, after you got those soaked, go ahead and crack them all free. I like to use my little 8mm matchet for that. Get them all broken free, and then just go ahead and use your impact. If you got one, I mean, if you don't, no big deal. But it just makes it 10 times faster. So just go ahead and zip all those down. The gasket should hold the pan to the top there, and then we're just going to pry that off. Alright, after you get all your bolts out, this has no drain plug. So you see where I'm going with this. So what I like to do is try to pry it from this side. So you got your crossover pipe kind of in the way. So that'll kind of sit there, and this will hopefully all go into the pan, but it may not. So just be prepared for that. It's no big deal. It's just a little automatic transmission fluid. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll get it cracked a little and she'll start flowing. Now, I would recommend you do this a little bit at a time. Oh. Oh, I'm glad I got that on camera. Yeah, so that will happen. And then it's all out. So there you go. There, after your pan's off, scrape all the old gasket material off. Make sure it's nice and clean. Hit it with a rag or some brake clean. Then you're ready to make your gasket on your new pan, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Right now would be a good time to replace your transmission filter. There's a whole kit where it comes with everything here and stuff, but in my experience, if it is low K, I go with the it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know that tons of people are going to have flack in the comments, and that's okay, but that's what I'm doing, and that's what I was told to do, so that's how we're doing it. So we're going to go ahead and clean this up, and then put that pan on. Oh yeah, after you got it all nice and shiny, it's gasket time. I got lucky with this one. This one wasn't very dirty at all. Most of the gasket stuck to the pan. Alright, time for silicone. So, read the directions always, but usually about 1/4 inch you want to cut your nozzle out to. Of course it won't focus. Alright, there it is. And then it's very easy. You want to go through all this, go around your bolt holes, and just do the whole thing. And then make sure it's continuous and no little gaps. And then once that's on, you're ready to put it on. And make sure you have your bolts handy. I have mine ready to go over there with the ratchet and all the stuff I need. Pro little tip. There, and you're done. Should look something like that. Continuous, similar thicknesses. Don't forget to go all the way around your bolt holes. Then you're ready to slide it on. Alright, you get it on, it should look something like that. See some stuff coming out of the edges there. Some will come out of the bolt holes. Now, you want to snug it up so it's tight but not final tight. Now, you have to let it dry for about an hour before you can tighten it the additional half turns to seat it. At least that's what it recommends. But as you can see, it looks pretty good. Way better than that rusty junk on there. And then we're gonna get this thing undercoated once everything's ready, so there it is. Now, you want to fill it with trans fluid. Some people say they can do it right away. Some people say wait the hour and tighten it down final. There's tons of conflicting things, but I always like to just leave it as long as I can. It fully cures in 24 hours, so I'll just leave it overnight. Tomorrow I'll fill it up before I drop it off. So that's just how I roll. And that's just it. So if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to mend it and send it. I got all kinds of videos you might like. Sometimes we go boating, sometimes we go fishing, sometimes there's adventures, sometimes working on the homestead. Just an assortment of things. So I would love to share all that with you if you're not already subscribed. Anyways, you have a good day. And now you're ready to fill it up. So you fill it up cold, initial fill, and then you want to check it with the engine running. So in my case, when I poured out the oil into an old jug, it was about 5 liters or so. So I'm going to start with 4.5 and see where that gets me. All right, now we're going to start it up and check it. When you fill this up, there's a cold fill and a hot fill. So what you want to do is fill it up till it shows up in the cold level, take it for a drive, get it warm, see where it is when it's warm, top up accordingly. I like to err on the lower side as opposed to the higher side. So if it says hot, leave a little bit of expansion just so when it gets extra hot that it'll expand properly. It's a good time to check for any leaks. Gonna be a little on that crossover pipe burning off, that's okay. But as you can see there, oh, she's dry. Oh yeah, that's what you want to see. Just check your level, go for a drive, wait for it to get a little hot, and top it up as needed. If you found this helpful, don't forget to mend it and send it.